Sure.
We're recording.
Are we?
So we can start starting for real right now if you want.
I'm just wondering. You could.
All right. Welcome everybody. It's not Westminster Weekly. It's not any other podcast. It's Carol Worldwide.
It's the only one of its kind.
And Steve, you had a very on-point question for our show, since there's one place that Randy's obsessed with.
I'm gonna have to excuse myself for just a second. In a moment, I'll be back. But anyway, I was wondering
where you're leaving the middle of the podcast.
I might.
You think of the bathroom?
No, I got.
You're right here.
I got something. I got something to talk about. But anyway, where exactly in the mall, the town mall of Westminster, is the barbershop?
Well, let's see how long you've lived here, Steve. Let's quiz Steve. Ready?
Yeah.
Do you remember where the Chinese buffet used to be?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Where? It's between two anchors.
Oh gosh, well that means it's between. The anchors would be like Sears all the way over there on the right, and is that
Montgomery Ward's?
Is it Belk there on the left? Belk.
Yes.
I know where that is. Yeah, that's where they're at.
That's the entrance. You go right in there. He's right on your left.
All right, great. So I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, so
Is he gonna go get hair gel or something?
Wait, are we going full prop comedy? I'm not into Carrot Top. I don't want to go down this road at all. He's actually leaving. He's left our room. He's left his office. He's just totally gone. You know what? I bet he's going to do his hair right now.
I think he just went to the bathroom.
Oh, I think he went to go do his hair.
I'm just gonna do sound effects.
All right, well, we got to soldier on. So this is really funny because there's a lot of comments about Steve's engagement. So I didn't tell him, but I'm introducing a new segment about him. This is perfect, called the Lowe Down, where I'm just gonna give him an opportunity.
His what?
The Lowe Down.
Engagement.
What?
He's engaged?
No.
Congratulations, Steve.
No, it was just that it was very engaged in the last episode. So we're giving him a new segment. He didn't even know it, but here it is. I saw him come back in, and so we've got a new segment for him. I didn't talk to him about this, but this segment, his own special segment called the Lowe Down.
Damn it.
And without even coordinating, he's got a new hair care product.
That's what I use. That's what you brought last time, isn't it?
So here on the Lowe Down today, we've got Steve Lowe.
No, I don't have. This is glue. The other one was gel, and it's still not the right stuff.
Wait a minute, let me see. That's what I use.
That's what you use.
Yeah.
That stuff is heavy duty.
It's all gel.
This is glue. The other one is a gel. I don't have it with me. But this is a white pasty thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Right? The other one, in the black version of this is not what I meant to buy, but I bought it accidentally, is a gel. But the stuff that I prefer, which I haven't been able to find and bring, is an actual blue gel in a clear container, and it's by the Schwarzkopf people.
Did you look on Amazon?
No, I just looked at the store I was in.
This stuff is so good, I think General Schwarzkopf himself created this.
Stormin' Norman?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
So
this is the Holy Grail then, you're telling me?
For me, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the spray version of that is really good too.
There's a spray version of that?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, that was a great segment of the Lowe Down.
You need a finisher sometimes. After the break, you need a finisher. So
this is going to escalate. You guys are going to come in hair undone and do it live.
We're going to give each other makeovers.
In the podcast.
And then go have a beer.
That's a good idea.
Dennis, we're going to have a beer.
I like it.
I like beer.
If you guys need to have a date, that's fine.
It's a lot of beer liking right now.
It's a 2018. That's cool. Whatever works with your hair care.
All right.
Watch out.
Wow.
So Fallfest was this week, and let's first say who called it. Who said 2 or 3 podcasts ago the helicopters are very dangerous in a death trap? I did.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
And
what do you think, you get a prize for that? Because of the catastrophe that happened here at Fallfest, right behind
inspired idea.
The Carol Worldwide Studios.
Yeah,
it could have damaged. Our whole building could have been demolished because of that.
Yeah, luckily we weren't recording. But I think we need to say what happened.
Yes.
Fallfest had a helicopter ride. You paid $35 a person. I thought it was an inspired and unique idea, despite the inherent danger of helicopters. But on one takeoff or landing, rotary blade against car, shut the whole thing down, I think, on Sunday. Towards the end of Fallfest.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that probably the last time we're going to have helicopters on top of the parking garage.
It seems
in terms of a recreational
activity.
The guy
successfully took off and landed.
What is going on with all this noise?
The guy successfully took off and landed. Can I mute his mic? Is that okay?
At this point, sure.
You're really loud today, man.
Am I?
Yeah, it's good though. So anyway, he successfully took off and landed probably over 100 times. And then just
they had
one
to.
time. You're only
It was
as
that
good-
101st
You're
time.
only as good as your last.
Think
landing.
about it. For that thing to have been making money, they probably had to have been taking 6 trips an hour, at least.
Yeah, they were pretty quick.
And they put 4 or 5 people in the darn thing. So.
Oh, it was 35 per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
They made money.
Well, they did until they hit a car, have the FAA investigating, and potentially a fine. Now they probably don't make any money.
I'm sure there's insurance for that, though, right?
I don't know. Might be a high deductible. What's going on technically here? You're looking at some wires.
Now,
We're just changing
So
the-
anyway, the online communities were super paranoid about this. I also was a canary in the coal mine about this. So I think we're pretty sure that Black Hawk Down, we're done with this. We're done with that at the Fallfest. It was a good, cool idea. I mean, I was willing to deal with the extra noise for the opportunity presented. But
I was just surprised that people really wanted to see Westminster from the air.
Okay. Being that you've never stepped foot in town until this
know.
podcast,
Yeah,
it's not
really.
a surprise.
Right.
What does North Dakota look like from
Maybe
the
I
air?
should have. It's beautiful.
Maybe
I should have taken the trip and seen what all the hubbub is about.
Yeah, we should have had we should have podcast from inside the helicopter, just shouting. Over
Especially if we
everybody.
get a podcast during the cataclysmic accident.
Oh, what happened? Whoops.
Yeah, that would have dynamic potting, right? So then another Fall Fest thing, Randy. This is near and dear to your heart. I think you're the one who did some on the spot citizen journalism about the signage on some of the amusement on one of the rides at Fall Fest.
It was on the fence in between the parking garage and the whole amusement area.
Paint a picture with your words. What was that sign?
It's a picture. It was a big. This thing, Steve. You're a sign company, right? One of the things you do is
do
are
signs.
signs.
He is a sign company. He just
I am a personally.
So this thing went to print. This was a big vinyl banner, probably 4 or 5 feet wide, 3 foot tall, and it was affixed to the fence. And it was a picture of a baby on the right. A baby. It looked like it was in like a crab steam pot filled with water, like on the stove. It was very disturbing.
Do I get points for hating kids?
This is another kids hate it. Yes, I would say this is a kids hate.
no, this is not a kids hating thing. Finish the explanation.
And then on the left, it said, "My daddy and pappy wants you to have a fun, safe experience." Period. I need explanations.
The grammar, right?
Well,
Was
I
that
don't-
grammar correct or incorrect?
Well, it's incorrect, but it's a kid
Well,
saying.
are you
it,
sure
so-
it wasn't his daddy and grandpappy aren't the same person?
No, not grandpappy.
Pappy.
Pappy.
Daddy and pappy could be the same person. Could be
Oh,
a
I see.
What's
very
a pappy?
Pappy's people call their granddad pappy sometimes.
Could be.
But if it's the same person, there's some serious problems.
That's a
I
very-
think it's probably more likely a typo. I hope it's a typo.
Well, or
Very
maybe
patriarchal.
it's intentional child speak though.
But this was a baby, like a 2-month-old baby.
Probably not 2 months old, but it was very young. It wasn't Speaky Baby.
No,
Oh, you gotta
Do you
do
have a
research.
picture of this?
I got a picture. Yeah.
It's gonna be so good for the audience while you look up that picture.
Right.
So I thought that sign was hilarious because it had no context. I think it probably was like the amusement operator's grandchild or something, and they thought this was like a good way to get their message of safety across.
There's a major context
Steve-
problem.
Somebody came to you with that sign and said, "We want this printed." Would you let that go out the door?
I would probably question the grammar. Just like I've done 4 times today already with various other publications.
Master grammarian over here.
I'm definitely not a master grammarian, I can assure
But
you
you
that.
basic English guy over here. Wow. Wow.
Somebody else's basic. It looks like.
So I thought that sign was hilarious and added to the charm of Fall Fest. Between the helicopter crashes, grammatically incorrect signage,
And boiling babies.
boiling babies, a muddy field.
Yeah, I think we can do better. It was the 40th anniversary. I mean, are
But
we
that-
better than we were
that
40
wasn't
years
a-
ago?
That wasn't a Fall Fest sign.
What wasn't?
I think that sign was the amusement company sign.
Okay, but for that
So it's
weekend,
the
it was a
40th
Fall
The
Fest
40th
sign.
anniversary of the music, because some of those rides look like they were about 40 years old.
Did you see how painful those rides are to operate? Like, my daughter wanted to go on the merry-go-round, which was fine, but then she chickened out and didn't want to go on the horse. So I sat on the stupid bench with her, which is like, I mean, you're not on a merry-go-round anymore. You're like on a rotational platform at that point, right? This wasn't 2-year-old daughter, big bad decisions by her. And then we did it a second time and she still chickened out, so man, big disappointment in my 2-year-old. But what I was going to say is that the way the ride operated, there's obviously the truck breaks apart and there's all this thing and there's a button to make the merry-go-round go round, but the button has to be held down continuously. Oh. So there's this poor, sad carnival folk who's sitting on a folded out metal bar that's not even really a seat, that just has to hold the button for 3 minutes in 3-minute increments. So they have to keep themselves in this awkward position holding a button. I guess that's a safety issue, but man, that sucks. Think how much better that guy's job would be if he could just hit a button, cross his arms, stand up, walk around, and then hit a button, turn it off. So I think that the real message here, Randy, that you're missing is that our carnival operators are real heroes of Fallfest.
I guess. I mean, he could push a button or he could go back to prison. That's one of the two.
Actually, it's sitting outside the library, but we won't.
Yeah. Same thing.
Well, all right. So I think that's everything we have to say about Fallfest. Rate Fallfest on a 1 to 10 scale.
That's the 10-minute sign.
We're 10 minutes in?
We're 10 minutes in.
No, some of that recording was junk.
Actually, it's 11 now.
I didn't attend, but I'm going to say, as someone who did not attend, a 6, because it got rained out, the sign bothers me, and the helicopter thing.
All right, the parade.
It just didn't take off.
I think parades are stupid, so I don't care about that part being happening.
I'm surprised they didn't have a rain date for the parade.
A what?
They didn't have a rain date.
Well, they only had a couple days. I mean,
Friday, Saturday could be.
Yeah, they'd have to shut down the festival to get the parade in at that point. I
guess so.
We got 2 more parades coming up.
So the Fall Fest was overall.
Because you put all that work into a parade and then it just doesn't happen at all. It seems so unjust.
Where is justice in this world? I don't think we have any. What did you have? You said that there was some more fighting going on in one of these places. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Westminster Online Light. This guy came. The fight that we dramatized 2 weeks ago. The villain came back as a different person under a different fake account. So
how do they know it was his same?
Because his wording was the same. I did some forensics. I think it's the same person.
Okay, NCIS.
That's right. That's right. So, pretty sure it was the same guy. Came back, attacked the same admin, the same administrator, and
for what?
Just calling him names, just being general, and then he blocked the administrator.
Did he call him? I hope he still called him an administrator, because that's the best part about this. Maybe he's the one who made the Fallfest sign. The administrator, the administrator,
perhaps drove the helicopter into the car.
Yeah, the administrator wants you to have a nice time.
This guy is like the Joker of Westminster.
I wouldn't give him that much credit. He's nobody's arch villain.
It's the DC world, so it's not like he's calling him Thanos or anything. But so then he blocks the administrator, and then I'm pretty sure he got kicked off. But the administrator of the Westminster Online Light has a full-blown stalker, I think. So we've got to keep our eyes out for that.
Admin jobs are thankless. And Steve, did you get approved for Eldersburg Online?
I don't.
Can you look it up right now?
Hey, let's find out.
But while I'm looking this up,
did they die?
More people were banned, right?
Yes,
we
had
another guy.
A loyal listener just sharing our podcast was banned.
It's even worse than that. He was banned for posting our podcast because we're bad boys with our leather jackets and cigarettes and motorcycles. He's the guy.
We don't like motorcycles, though.
Yeah, we don't like
motorcycles.
No, I like motorcycles. They're just very dangerous because every blade of grass is a death trap.
True.
So which one is it?
Eldersburg Online Community. Maybe they were smart enough to realize that you're no good.
Yeah.
So he got banned for sharing our link without comment, or for sharing it for a charitable purpose. Right?
Yeah, he was the one for whom we did the PSA regarding
local community.
The Lions Club golf outing.
I just have a button that says join group, so that means I haven't.
That means that they rejected you.
So I try again?
Yes, you should absolutely try again.
I think we should try.
The group is still in operation.
We should try every week on air.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to say I have interest in this community.
So anyway,
my same questions are still in there from last time.
So the same answers?
Come on, administrators.
They haven't approved it yet.
Yeah, administrators. You administer.
So
You're fired.
It's one thing to kick the original online community bad boy out of a community for a hot take that's just scorching.
Dennis is pointing to himself.
That's me, right? That's me.
Yes.
That's one thing.
You are the bad boy.
And you know what? I wasn't going to bring it up again. But now our poor listeners are taking flack for simply being part of our fan base community. So there's only one Eldersburg
Online more injustice.
Right. It's the Berg, the E-Berg.
I'll bet those administrators are to blame. I'll bet they're to blame for the rain for the parade, too. It's all...
You know, they you know what? They don't have a hard job. They have a stupid job.
Because
they don't know how to administrate it. Right?
and it's a job for them.
Yeah.
It is. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm banned. They won't let Steve in. Randy is just
their fan.
They banned our fan, who all he's doing is saying that, hey, there's a little publicity for my public event, and they didn't even have the decency to tell me that I was banned.
Right. They just booted him.
Or tell me they didn't accept me.
Well, guess what? We're approved in 90% of the online communities, but not this one. So Eldersburg, dying of fire.
Rip EOC.
Well, we're at 15 minutes, folks. We got anything else? Is there any scores to update?
Yeah. Last thing I want to talk about. Did you see the picture of the spider people were trying to identify on one of the communities?
Yes, I saw that.
What kind of? Do you know what type of spider it was?
I no idea. I'm not a spider guy. It was just.
Is anyone wait? If someone's a spider guy, aren't they just an automatic creep?
Yes.
Like if you like spiders, like that's your thing. Like, whoa, that's a red flag, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
If you like, someone's like, I'm into spiders, you'd be like,
Any more or less than a snake guy?
Snakes are better.
I think snakes are like people. I think that I could like be persuaded that a snake person just has.
I guess I know people that like snakes, but I don't know personally anyone that just loves spiders.
Right, because you might have snakes as pets.
If you have a tarantula as a pet, I'm like, whoa.
But you wouldn't have a spider as a pet.
People do have tarantulas, but whoa,
But
that
not-
is some creepy.
Not like a house spider. You're not going to go like a tiny little cage. with
Daddy
a-
long legs.
I mean, not unless you're Adam's family.
A brown recluse or something.
That'd
Throw a
be
tennis ball.
that'd be quite dangerous. So apologies to the audience. We did not score our fantasy sport this week.
I did check. I didn't see anything that was.
Did you?
I didn't try. I didn't even check mine because we were recording early. Some of us have actual business to do, and
Right.
so we couldn't record later in the week.
Which
and
is
so
why I don't generally look at any of this stuff.
Oh boy, look at him big timing
Well,
us.
I'm also too busy traveling from North Dakota. What can I say?
Yeah, getting
Yeah,
You gotta go
bring the
get it,
Learjet in every time.
That's right. That's because this podcast is that kind of level.
So, and like to close, we said this before, we welcome any feedback unless you're part of EOC, in which case I don't give a shit. So, it was nice talking to everyone. I'm Dennis Twigg.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
I'm Steve Lowe.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.